Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am talking about AMOUAGE's guidance. The elusive and interesting guidance. If you're new to my channel, I do perfume reviews, I mostly just do perfume reviews. Check it out. Like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about AMOUAGE guidance, which came out in 2023. The perfumer behind this is Quentin Bish. He's the nose behind the Parfums de Marly, several Parfums de Marly fragrances. He's also the main perfumer for Lattafa's Teriyaki, which I just reviewed recently, as well as Jean-Paul Gaultier's La Belle. In my latest video, I reviewed those side by side. So if you are interested in that, check that out. This has gained a lot of attention because it's a bit controversial. It has some polarizing effects on people. So people really love this or they really, really hate it. And I've read tons of reviews on this, and it seems like what people can't really get over is the opening notes. So it is a screechy opening. So the top notes listed are pear, hazelnut, and olibanum, which is just frankincense. So I could see maybe why. It's funny because I do not get the pear at all right away. I just get a ton of that frankincense. Frankincense is kind of an astringent smell, so maybe that's why people are kind of saying that it's got a screechier, kind of sharp opening. I would probably say, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably from the frankincense. It also describes this as a fruity floral fragrance, which I don't necessarily agree with the fruit. It's not very fruit dominant. I would say this is almost like, it's like a woody floral fruit fragrance. So there are hints of fruit, and I think you also get those hints of fruit in the saffron, in the base notes, or in the middle notes, sorry. Also with the osmanthus flower, so that is kind of like an apricot smelling flower. So that will give sort of hints of a fruity sort of underlying accord. And then in the base notes for this, there's sandalwood, there's vanilla, agate wood, which is reminiscent of patchouli and maybe like peppery sort of. There's also the ambergris and labdanum. So all these kind of read to me as sort of like a milky, creamy, woody base, which I like the sound of that. And to be honest, as this does dry down, it kind of turns into that more addicting sort of milky wood scent that you want to keep smelling. And then with like hints or swirls of those like little fruity notes, and there's some mild floral notes. It says there's rose here, but I do not really pick up on the rose, so it must just be uber subtle. We can't use ambergris, so we use ambroxan to formulate a lot of the time. And sometimes with that ambroxan smell, like if you're familiar with Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume, that's like basically all ambroxan. It's like that synthetic ambergris musk note. Sometimes that changes on people. It's an interesting molecule. With some of my perfumes that contain ambroxan, sometimes I'm in love with them, and other times I cannot stand them. And I don't know if that's the same for you, but I get that vibe with AMOUAGE guidance a little bit. And it might be because of this ambergris, the synthetic ambergris. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't think this would be a safe blind buy for most people. I think definitely get yourself a little tester first. Some of these niche fragrances have a pretty hefty price tag, and this is one of them. So it's definitely worth a try first before you do a blind buy of anything like this, because it is so polarizing. And so the dry down is really, really nice, and it actually does last a long time, and this fragrance it does project as well. Even with my little sample, a couple sprays, I can really smell it throughout the day.